For you, Aquarius, you have the Queen of Cups, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords. These three cards right here are about some sort of serious, newfound level of interaction that you have with somebody. I'm seeing that you, Aquarius, and somebody else are going to be getting to know each other fairly soon, right? And a lot of you, Aquarius, are like, look, keep it on the low. Don't tell anybody, right? Because a lot of you, Aquarius, are choosing to be way more private, because a lot of you realizing that the more people that you get, that you allow to be in your relationships is the worst that your relationships become. Because then you have people with their terrible advice and their warped sense of reality and their jealousy trying to say things to you that will definitely impact your relationships, and not in a way that you would want. So you're just getting to know somebody. You're not really doing anything too much, too heavy. You just, again, the Moon, you just right now, you're just trying to get to know them and keep it quiet, keeping it quiet. The Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles is about, and you're listening to your own instincts and intuition, right? And you're going to listen to more of that. A lot of times, and I need to take a second to talk about it because it has to do with the reading. A lot of times when it comes to you, Aquarius, you're a little bit too intellectual sometimes, and that could be a problem, because that's part of the reason why it is that y'all get betrayed, is because y'all don't understand how people think. Most people move and maneuver emotionally. Most people are not in control of their emotions as much as they think that they are. And Virgo, Aquarius, y'all being zodiac signs, Gemini, y'all being zodiac signs that can move not necessarily emotionally, but can get over yourselves emotionally. People can have a problem with that. So a lot of you, Aquarius, are now starting to realize the best thing for you to do is to listen to your own instincts as to, what you have observed about a person, and if the person is essentially trustworthy at all. And once you, Aquarius, realize that the person isn't trustworthy, you'll leave them alone. You'll just ghost for the most part. However, that's my dog there, but however, making sure she's okay. But however, the Seven of Pentacles represents, but right now, a lot of you, Aquarius, are sowing, right? You kind of putting the seeds in the earth and watering them, trying to see, because when you pay attention to it, this looks mechanical and all of that, but this person is basically a gardener, or trying to make their shop more beautiful. But in essence, this person is a gardener, right? They're trying to plant some seeds, start out small. Don't really put too much of a big investment into anything. Start out small, and then from the small investment, literally grow it, right? Grow the relationship from something small. This is where a lot of people get so bent out of shape about they don't want to be taken out on these coffee dates. Anybody who's talking about they don't want a coffee date, right, is a dub for me, because it's not about the coffee. We can go anywhere. It's not about the coffee. Even if you don't like coffee, we ain't got to go to a coffee shop. The point of a coffee shop is low risk, low cost. That's the point. So we can substitute coffee for a sandwich at Subway's. It ain't even got to be anything too crazy. You know what I mean? Or go look at some art in the MoMA and just chill and talk about the art. And then afterwards, when we hungry, go eat after that. Right? Because if a person is talking about they need for you to spend some money, obviously, Aquarius, you already know what time it is, that it's a dub. It ain't even got to be anything crazy. And see, that's the scenario that a lot of you are trying to avoid. And you are avoiding, like, the extreme, people want this extravagance, but they can't even handle this extravagance. They don't even know how to attain it for themselves. But at the same time, they want all this extravagant stuff. And what I mean by that is these partners that produce 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 figures. You understand what I'm saying? And handsome, or, petrifyingly beautiful. person's so, person's so attractive, such long hair, such nice ratios all over their body and stuff like this, to the point where, it makes other people just drop. They don't even know what it is that they're asking for, nor do they know how to even get it. And the High Priestess now and the Fool is about how, so a lot of you Aquarius realize that, or you should realize at this point, that a lot of you Aquarius are, you're going to have to take it easy on some people. You're going to have to start from the basics. And what I mean by that is take it slow, because there's a lot of delusional people out here. There's a lot of delusional mugs. There's a lot of people who, claim that they want this, that, and the third, but they're not really looking at it from a realistic perspective. And that's part of the reason why I have, I've gotten to the stage now that I'm in, because a lot of people tell me all the time that, well, you too, that, like my readings are very good because they're practical, and because I've been in relationships. It's just that they don't last very long because of how unrealistic the partners become. And yeah, I've done some things, but the majority of the times that I've broken up was because my partners just got out of there. They just started to go crazy. You know what I mean? Unprovoked. They just started to go crazy, most of the times. That was, but what I'm trying to say here is that it's the same scenario for you too. That's what it is I'm saying about the wants about other people. What are people going to do with all these partners, all of these partners? It's like, yo, can you even keep it up to deal with 10, 20, 30 different people? Can you even stay good enough, stay well enough for you to even service 10, 20, how many umpteen? It's like, come on, yo, like, and how much they want it. So a lot of people want all these crazy demands, and you Aquarius are starting to see it. They don't even know what it is that they're asking for. So I'm saying all this to say, the High Priestess and the Fool is about you getting to know some people and kind of dipping your toe in and getting your feet wet on, yes, going out, yes, hanging out with some of these people, but like trying to see where people's minds are, to see if they're even like, are they even rational enough to even be down to earth, to have common sense, or are they, again, completely out of there? And the Nine of Wands represents you leaving them alone. The Fool represents, in this particular reading, the dootsy bots people, the people who are out of their mind and delusional, right? And you're kind of like, the High Priestess represents you. Obviously, you're not making aware to others that this is what you're doing, but you, Aquarius, are striving to come in with down to earth and relatable and very much so doable desires, right? Like what y'all want as far as a partner is concerned. And you're not letting people know this, but again, goes right back to the Fool. You are trying to see in this reading if they are out of their mind with their wants, and what exactly are they looking for, and even what they're looking for is such a rarity to the point where it almost doesn't happen, right? Or if it just doesn't happen and they're out of their mind, or if it's down to earth. And the Nine of Wands represents, and that from your initial interactions, like 1-2 times you hang out with the person and y'all not putting so much pressure on the interaction, because that's another reason too why it is that I'm talking about the whole coffee shop type thing, because it's not about the coffee like it is, I said before. It's about the type of date, the type of hanging out. It's not about the coffee. We can go anywhere. It's not about the coffee. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's about me observing you to make a decision to see if you're safe enough, if this is a future investment, or if I got to dub you, because not you, I'm saying in general, if I have to dub a person because this person is out of their mind, and I'm risk assessing. And that's the same thing that a lot of you Aquarius are doing. If you see that the person is not doing that and they don't have realistic perspectives, you can't be with them. You don't want to be with them, but you're not letting them know that. The Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, right, is about how, so for you Aquarius, you will meet some people that are, you're going to meet some people that you're going to, in other words, you Aquarius are going to meet all manner of people. Okay. Y'all are going to meet some people who are irrational. They don't even have common sense. They're so worried about you Aquarius going off and cheating and doing your own thing. They're very attracted to you, but they're trying to, it's like people when it comes to Virgo, they're trying to put like a chain around your neck because they don't want you to go anywhere and do anything because they're so worried about you cheating. And at that point, like I said, just more of the same. It'll be up to you Aquarius to leave these individuals alone. But at the same time, you Aquarius have to pay attention to not be like that yourself. Because the worst jealous person in the world is you, is yourself. That's the worst type of jealous or envious person. You don't want to be a part of that club. You shouldn't want to be a part of that club. So as long as you Aquarius are not a part of that club where you're jealous and envious, if somebody is jealous and envious of you, or they feel like, you know, they don't want you to go anywhere, to do anything because they think automatically you cheating when you at work, or you out on the road. I have some Aquarius people who what they do as a career, they are out, they doing Aquarius stuff. They moving around. And when I say moving around, I mean, different cities, different states, sometimes different countries. Shout outs to all y'all Aquarius out there. But you'll have, I ain't gonna say partners, but you're gonna meet some people who have a problem with you going anywhere and doing what you want because they see you as cheating. Like, oh, how are they gonna get a chance to actually keep an eye on you? And what I'm trying to say to you Aquarius is what I'm trying to say to you Aquarius is when you find and interact with people like that, obviously those are not people that you should continue to interact with. You got to leave them alone, right? So let's clarify the Nine of Wands. The Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands. Again, because people want what it is that they want, but what they want at this point in time is not realistic. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So, in other words, you Aquarius may have to do some dating because there's way too many people out here who are too far delusional. There's way too many people out here who are delusional. They're just too far gone. So, happy hunting. Mind, right? Mind all of the problems that could come up. Watch what's happening. Remember your goal. Keep your eyes on the prize. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace.